Okay, it is entirely possible that I have somewhat lost the plot. On the way back, from Glencoe, as I was coming pretty much past Loch Lomond, or I'd more or less come past Loch Lomond, the weather had completely changed. We'd got some blue in the sky, the rain had stopped, and I thought, do you know what? It's my last day in Scotland. I am going to go off and having a look at the Loop of Fintry. So I set the sat nav. It was less than an hour away, so off I headed, and here I am. The only problem is, now I've got here, it's chucking it down again, and I appear to have left the dry weather behind. Although it is possible that in the next half hour or so, this road could clear up somewhat. And oops, slippy. Should have put my wellies on rather than these walking boots. Never mind, a bit late now. Yeah, it is entirely possible that the rain does pass on by, and I get a bit of dry weather. Maybe, a little smattering of sun. From this location. Well, it just could be really wishful thinking. But yeah, so I'm here now. I brought the brolly out with me this time. I thought it was sensible. Otherwise I'd be soaked already. This path is quite horrendous. Definitely, when it's wet on this path, bring wellies or nice waterproof walking boots. I'm not sure these are that waterproof. Feet to dry so far. As long as this doesn't get any deeper than it is, I should be alright. Right, it's about a quarter of a mile from the road to get to the loop. I'm not exactly sure how far I've been so far, but although this I can hear it. Possibly the one good thing about the fact that we've had all this weather is that I'm going to get some nice water. Oh, and in fact I am. Oh my word. I'm going to flip the camera around and just show you what I can see. This is absolutely awesome. Oh wow. Oh, hang on a second. Wow, just look at that. That is absolutely brilliant. Oh, I'm so glad I made the effort to come out and have a look at this. Even if I don't get the sunrise, this is still awesome. I mean, you've got all the nice autumn colours with the heather and the grass and the trees all changing, and then you've got the colour of the water. I don't know whether that's just the colour of looks like the riverbed that's running along. It's kind of, I think there's a lot of coppery colour along there, so that as it's coming across the falls, it's kind of nice. So you've got splashes of orange, and the rest is kind of like a pale yellowy orange colour sort of amber. It doesn't show very well on this camera, but it blends in very, 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 very well with the just the surrounds. And of course, then we've got all the dark black rock. It's nice and black now because it's wet, all the rain, but then you've got lots of moss or lichen, I imagine. That's really nice and green, a nice contrast to the black. I don't know if there's a way to get down and look up at that. I was imagining some of it, the majesticness of this place would be lost if you're looking up at it, but this is just awesome. So I'm going to take a few images now, and then I'm going to work my way round, and I think there's some compositions looking across these falls, but this is just absolutely awesome. Okay then, that's the first lot of images done. I'm just going to make my way round the loop, and I wonder if it's called a loop because this loops round there. Anything is possible, but there's doesn't look like there's been many people come this way for some time. Either that or the rain we've had has pushed all this bush into the pathway. Oh, it's on situations like this where I wish that I had my other walking trousers on. The ones I've been wearing for the past couple of days are a thicker material. These are actually kind of like canvassy material. Although it's not been too cold and they've kept me warm, they are not very good at staying dry. Pushing through all that bush has just absolutely soaked my legs. Oh, great. Never mind. Oh dear. Right. Oh, steady down this bit. There's not exactly any grip down this bit. No stones. Bit of grass. It isn't too wet and sodden. Oh, slidey. Don't want to go sliding and go over the edge because I've got a feeling that my phone will have absolutely no signal down there, and I will be there a while before anybody comes and rescues me. That's of course if I'm not in a fit state to get myself out of there. You just can't actually tell how deep that goes. Well, actually, if you just look over there, you can sort of get an idea. It goes down. That's just over the opposite side there. So it goes down quite a way, but I imagine your fall would be broken by quite a bit of the brush, heather and bushes and so on. But I still don't particularly want to fall down there. Oh, just brush against some more heather. Oh, my legs are cold and wet. Oh dear, steady down here. Oop. That would be very, very easy to fall down there. Tell you what. Oop. And down I went. Good job I haven't got the camera looking at me. I suppose this would be easier if I had walking poles. But an umbrella. Tell you what, I'm off the worst of it now. This is a relatively flat bit of path. Oh dear. Should have had the umbrella in the other hand. Oh. We just look down at my trousers. Yeah. You see how soaked I am. Oh, those boots are grey with black accents on them, not just completely dark coloured. Ah, right. Anyway, nicely coming around to here. Just if you look up there, there's a bit of bright sky. And a bit down there looks like a bit more bright sky coming. Not as clear, bright as that bit up there, but still looks like it could be heading this way. A bit less rain. You never know, we might get a bit of sun poking through. I mean, the sun's up there at the minute. We've still got, we've got about an hour. No, we've probably got about half an hour before sunset. I certainly don't want to be here too long, or too much longer. I'm going to have to. So it might be quite dark and difficult to find my way back. Fortunately, I've got my head torch, so I am semi-prepared. Yes, I do know I'm waffling, so I'm walking down here, but this may sound a bit odd, but it feels like I've got company on this precarious little whoa. Oh, nearly went. Fortunately, that would have just been me flat on my back. Oh, that might have hurt because I've got my backpack on and my tripod's attached to that, so it could have hurt me and my camera. So, not clever. Anyway, I'm nearly at the bottom of the descent. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's nicely flattened out a bit. Oh, where's my camera going? So, let's have a look. Oh yes, that is a considerable way down. I think I'm just going to make my way down to that little bit there and get an image. Most of the images I've seen are of sort of cutting across and incorporate these bits of the falls at the top and this big boulder in the bottom. Don't know if you can see that, but that boulder, yeah, it is actually a boulder. Oops, wrong way. A big bit of stone, wherever it's broken off, is actually sat on two other bits of rock, creating a little tunnel underneath it. Also, I wonder what it'll take to move that. One day that will either just crash and sit at the top there and create its own little new features of waterfall as it goes down, or that will go over and roll and go over the edge. Yeah, that would be interesting to see. Wouldn't like to believe it, but it would be interesting to see. Right, I'm going to stop filming for a minute and get on and find myself a composition. Okay, that's it. Me and my kit are done. It's started to rain again. That light that appeared or looked like it might head this way, and the like a rain cloud that looked like it might head this way, just didn't. And the clouds closed back up and the rain came down and the light's almost, well, the light's rubbish. It's nearly gone. I think we're now effectively into what would, under other circumstances, be blue hour, but it's not. This is grey hour, or blown highlights hour, if you can see in the background. But I'm going to make my way back to the car. Fortunately, it's not a long way. Yeah, fortunately it's not a long way. So I just want to get back in the car and head back. I think I've got about an hour's journey before I get back to my digs. And then I can warm up, get changed, dry off. Not necessarily in that order. Probably best if I didn't do it in that order, actually. I think dry off, get changed and warm up. That's a better idea. So, yeah, glad I came and had a look. Not the best of conditions to have done so, but the images I got looking across at the loop, I think are quite nice. Well, will do. And oops, just a bit precarious. Yeah, I'm happy with them. I'll be able to lighten them up a bit in Photoshop and Lightroom, so you can see them better. Yeah, the ones from this angle really needed better light than what we got. And you'll be pleased to know I've just come up and gone past both bits where I slipped. Yay me! And I haven't fallen off the edge. But yeah, that last location, which is the one I sort of came for, as it appears quite often in photography books or online. Yeah, it definitely needs a sunset. I don't know whether a sunrise would be any good. Depends, I suppose, what time of year. But this time of year, the sunset was due to come right across, or right up the valley, and come across the falls, which would have made for a really nice image. But never mind. I've got some dark and dingy images of there and then from across the valley. But I have to say, if it wasn't for we should learn to try to control a gimbal and umbrella at the same time is not easy. Yeah, if it wasn't for all the rain that we'd had over the past few days and possibly a little bit before I got up here, these falls would not have looked anything like they did. The images I've seen, there's a lot less water, and these look awesome with it. Earlier on I stopped off at the Falls of Falak, and yes, that's an awesome, that's an awesome waterfall. It looks really powerful, and but it's too much water coming over it. It just looks like a massive torrent of water, which it is, but it doesn't look all that photogenic, especially as it was raining as well. But this one looks all the better for having a massive amount of water coming over it. Alright, so I think it's about time I stop waffling. Oh look, so you can see my face is now lit up by a flipping bit of sun. Ah, you are joking. I don't think that's going to be enough to light up the scene, and I'm certainly not going back. But yeah, I'm going to go now, and I'll leave you with a parting shot of that break in the cloud, although there's not exactly blue sky behind it. Okay, bye for now.